Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spiderman. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your number one source for all things films and movies. And if you thought of the name Ed Norton or Liv Tyler, you probably don't remember too much about these actors in regards to the MCU unless you've been following the MCU since the very beginning. Yes, these two were the original actors who played in The Incredible Hulk as Bruce Banner, being Ed Norton, before Mark Ruffalo took over, and Liv Tyler, who played as Betty Ross, who was the romantic interest in that film. Now, what's really interesting is all of a sudden, these two actors' names have been popping up in a lot of rumors and speculation as to what's going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward. We're kind of in this phase where there's a lot of speculation and a lot of mystery going on, and we don't really know who's being casted for what, but all of a sudden it seems like there may be the possibility that we could see these actors again, possibly in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in one way or another. First, we want to look at Liv Tyler, who played Betty Ross, who, mind you, her character's father, which is Thaddeus Ross, he's in Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Endgame, so this character has still existed even being introduced from The Incredible Hulk. That character's daughter hasn't existed in the MCU since the original Incredible Hulk film. But now, with the announcement that they are working on a She-Hulk film, there's a ton of people speculating as to who will take on the mantle of this character. And while a lot of people are speculating different actors, and there's a ton of actresses in Hollywood who potentially could play this character well, one name that started to float and pop up has been Liv Tyler, who would reprise her role after all of these years as Betty Ross and become She-Hulk. Now, typically the She-Hulk character is actually a character who is Bruce Banner's cousin, who goes by the name of Jennifer. However, in the comic books, Betty Ross does have an interesting story where her character turns into Red She-Hulk, or She-Hulk, depending on how you want to look at it, and they could do some sort of transformative option with this character and this actress. It'd be really interesting, and it would tie up a lot of the plot lines introduced in The Incredible Hulk if they got this actress to return to the MCU. Now, this one, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but it's really interesting just to even consider an ex-Avenger cast member kind of making a return after all of these years. But hey, we hadn't seen characters like Pepper Potts or even Jane in a long time, thinking they would never return, and all of a sudden the MCU dropped some big surprises. Now, Ed Norton, on the other hand, the actor originally played Bruce Banner and was recasted by Mark Ruffalo in Avengers, is someone we never thought would ever return to the MCU in one way or another. However, in a recent interview, he actually talked fondly about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the legacy that it had created so far. Now, he stands by the fact that he did really wish the first Incredible Hulk film had a better script, and he didn't end up getting it, but he went on to praise Mark Ruffalo's performance as Bruce Banner, and he said he would be open to the idea of returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a different way. He even suggested playing a villain or maybe writing a script, as he has worked in production for films for a really long time, and do something a little bit different. So while we don't expect to necessarily see Ed Norton return as Bruce Banner, it might be really cool for the legacy that he did create way back in 2008 when the MCU started, to see him return on better terms in one way or another. We'd really love to even see maybe a flashback Easter egg that has Ed Norton and maybe Mark Ruffalo's face CGI'd somewhat together to fill in the gap of the 4-year period between the Incredible Hulk movie and Avengers. It'd be kind of a cool nod at both of the actors playing the role and kind of write off the weird recasting and kind of bridge the gap, but we're optimistic to see what could end up happening if Ed Norton does return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. Is any of this interesting? Do you think these actors kind of should just be done with the MCU, or are you open for the idea of them coming back in one way or another? Let us know what you think in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos just like this. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?